I have always held a fascination with the relationship between humanity and technology. We need not look any further than cinema to reflect on this bond. In Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, our long-standing tie with technology is depicted as Moonwatcher, the leader of a tribe of man-apes who used bones as weapons to make them the dominant species, triumphantly tosses his bone club into the air. Tellingly, the flight of the bone match cuts to a space station millennia into the future, reflecting our technological connection through time. Made in 1968, 2001 was remarkably a film about artificial intelligence, yet the notorious HAL 9000 clearly wasn't the answer to the future as it descended into psychosis. Instead, at the conclusion of the film, Dave Bowman, our protagonist, enters the Stargate, commencing his transformation to a higher level being. He becomes the Star Child. In this odyssey, humanity is what transcends. In Blade Runner, the culmination of technology is the Nexus robot. Also known as replicants, they are nearly identical to humans, but have a limited lifespan of only 4 years. The Nexus 6 replicants are stronger, faster, and perhaps even more intelligent than their creators. More human than human. Yet they lack the complete experience of human life and have no opportunity to fully mature. They are used as slaves by humans, and when they declare their independence and mutiny in an off-world colony, they're hunted down and retired by special police squads called Blade Runners. In fighting for their own survival, like animals backed into a corner, they lose themselves in desperation and fury, and our bond with technology is broken. In Terminator 2, the T-1000 in its liquid metal form is the pinnacle of technological advancement, yet driven by the self-preservation of Skynet, the T-1000 is hell-bent on destroying its would-be nemesis, John Connor. Yet on the other side of the conflict, a different bond is established. The T-600 is programmed to learn from us and protect the future of humanity. Of course, it is successful in the end. Thus, the solution forward is found in how we define our bond with technology. Rather than framing the technological entity as a tool, slave, or weapon, perhaps we need to proficiently and responsibly foster it as a friend, even as a protector. The movie Her represents such a bond between Theodore and Samantha.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
And who could forget Tony Stark's collaboration with his AI assistant Friday to solve the puzzle of time travel?
Model rendered.
Shit!
Shit.
I'm convinced that the path forward will be together, and that ultimately it will affirm our humanity.